It's like white rain. My feet are already soaked. Time to get to work. And what do you know? Eddie the Eagle's back. All right, I've got flow hill repeats today. On this first one, I'm just gonna test to see how icy it is on my hill, but there's my hill with visibility about 200 meters. What are flow hill repeats? Ooh, that was a little icy. It's where I'm doing about a 2-minute uphill repeat at threshold wattage with an immediate downhill of nice and relaxed and moderately fast speed downhill, working on my form for strength training, eccentric strength training. So there's not a lot of so-called rest involved. It's threshold running up, immediately turn around and run down moderately fast, focusing on form for strength. And then when I get to the bottom of the hill, I'm turning around and going right back up again. So the purpose of the 2-minute uphill is to keep it at 2 minutes or under for just pure strength. Anything longer would be kind of starting to get into more of a strength endurance type of workout. So early season, I want to keep it pure strength, so 2 minutes or under. This also kind of meshes with a lot of the shorter hill repeats I talk about doing, of the 10 to 15 seconds, which is a force workout. So today I have strength, short hills, 10 seconds, 20-second hill repeats are more for force. So completely two different types of strength for early season. And the most challenging part of today is I'm having trouble seeing. It's white light, visibility's poor, my glasses are fogging over, it's warm, causing them to fog over even more. So it's really hard to see. Purpose of the downhills, like I mentioned, is all for that eccentric run form work of the landing. Eccentric strength is focusing on the landing. Really, really potent strength. So I'm doing these at a good, relaxed, moderately fast speed. Today it's more based on how fast I can go with the conditions, but I'm still focused first and foremost on my forefoot strike so I get that good, potent strength. So speaking of eccentric strength, the downhill strength, I'm often asked what is the most common mistake any runner makes. And for the most part, it's overstriding. But there's a subtle aspect of overstriding that takes place that a lot of ultramarathoners do because of the slow nature of ultramarathon. Relatively speaking, these are done at slow speeds, right? And so a common mistake I see ultra runners make that not only affect how their legs feel, but in training also affects their opportunity for strength. And it kind of goes like this. And that leads us into this small common mistake I see a lot of runners make that could be forcing and could be really the core root of why you might be overstriding. And it's when they kick back and they drop the foot too soon behind them, which straightens the leg. By dropping the foot too soon and straightening the legs, it causes you to reach out in front of you and overstride. So if you're finding that you might be dropping that foot too soon, try this strength skill. It helps you to feel what it feels like to kind of pull that foot a little bit higher and pulling it through your cycle to have kind of more of a step feel. So try this out.
With the logs or the shoes about 2 to 3 feet apart, just simply run back and forth at a natural speed. Settle in and just make it feel as natural as possible. And this is not an agility drill where we're trying to work as quickly as possible. Just be smooth, light, and easy, and notice what it feels like.
So try that to help with muscle memory and to help create that feeling of, again, just a little bit higher of a foot so you don't overstride. And then another great strength skill is adding a little bit of a strength component. So we're training isometric strength that we described earlier, similar to downhills, but we're doing it in a way that there's no way you can overstride. And so by doing the skill, you're getting the eccentric strength, and you're continuing to train the brain as to where to land in relation to your body. So try this, the sticky hop.
With sticky hops, we're hopping on one leg at a time. A nice controlled movement with good leg stiffness. You just want to hop forward and stick it and have a slight pause so you know you've gained your balance and stability without a whole lot of leg action. Keep your legs nice and stiff.
Give those a try. They're so excellent for so much good strength for ultra running, for downhill practice, for downhill eccentric strength, for everything. Leg stiffness, good form and cadence. There's just so much packed up into that one strength skill. And I challenge you to challenge yourself to maybe reevaluate what you feel proper and potent strength is for running. Uno más. All right, so I did 10 by 2 minute uphill, like I mentioned, at threshold wattage, and then turned around and ran the distance back down at a moderately fast, good form effort. And that's, again, a key, not to keep repeating myself, but it's all about practicing running downhill relatively fast with a good foot strike. Before I sign off, I wanted to give you a fasting update. 2 days ago, I did one of my longer runs of the year, and yesterday was good recovery, but I woke up this morning still feeling like my body was recovering. And how do I tell that? As well, I was pretty hungry, hungrier than I normally am in the morning. So I knew that I might need a little bit of a hit of calories this morning before these flow repeats. I want to really utilize the strength component of the workout, so I wanted to top myself off with some calories. So I had a Justin's honey nut butter pack. Has 200 calories, 16 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and I think 6 grams of protein. And I felt great. So I just felt like I needed that, and that I didn't want to sacrifice the workout by just kind of going and seeing and experimenting. I've done enough experimenting as I just didn't want to do that today. So I'll do that in other ways sometimes, but I just intuitively felt like I wanted that hit. Maybe it was just more psychological than anything, and which is real. You know, a lot of fasting requires the confidence to be able to do it. So today I chose to top myself off with a little bit of calories and great successful workout, battled the weather. It's days like this, it's all about getting the work in, and now I can enjoy that feeling that I have of getting out the door when I didn't want to, getting soaked when I didn't want to, and doing a fun workout. We have another raptor in a tree. I just passed it and glanced and saw it and hid behind a tree. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I didn't want to scare it and get the camera out, so let's see. Okay, right there. It's a baldy. There we go. There's a better view. It's always just magical seeing wildlife, no matter how often you see it. Over and out from the Snake River and Jackson Hole, and of course Born to Run World. See you guys next time.